Welcome back and let's continue. We are now going to look at the constant difference graph. A constant difference graph, it is a graph that is not in a direct proportion. It is an increasing straight line graph that starts at a point somewhere along the y-axis, but not at the origin. Let's look at this example. Mrs. Smith has a burst geyser and needs a plumber. So Quick Fix charges a call fee of 200 Rand plus 150 per hour. Draw a graph that will indicate the amount to be paid for the first 6 hours of the call out. Let's make sense of these two amounts. The 200 rands will represent a fixed amount. This simply means immediately you call the plumber, you will be already charged 200 rands. On top of that 200 rands, the plumber will add 150 per hour. This simply means more hours that they will spend fixing the geyser, more money they will pay on top of the 200 rands, which is the fixed amount. So this is how the graph will look. But remember, because we have the fixed amount over there, a graph which has a fixed amount will always start from that fixed amount. So this graph, it will start there at 200 rands and it will extend going up. It gives us an increasing relationship, which means the more hours the plumber will spend fixing the geyser, the more money they will pay. And remember the two amounts, which is the fixed and the variable amounts, which we will work with in the future lesson. Inga makes a cell phone cover and works out the cost by using a pattern presented in the table below. So there is a table with missing values. From a table, we get dependent and independent variables. Our x-axis are always independent. Our y-axis are dependent. What kind of a pattern is represented in the table above? Let's look at the pattern. It starts, if one cell phone cover is made, Inga will have to pay 6 Rand. But if 2 are made, it is now 10 Rand. So you can tell that the values are going up. When the x-axis, when the x values are going up, so does the y values. So the relationship or the pattern that we see there is that constant difference. What makes it to be a constant difference? If we say 10 minus 6, we get a difference of 4. Or if we say 6, we want to move to 10, we will then have to add 4 to give us 10. Let's look at these two other values here. If we want to move from 18 rands to 22 rands, we'll then have to add 4 rand also. If we want to move from 22 rand to 26 rands, we then have to add 4 rand also. And even if you can say 26 rand minus 22 rand, you will still get a difference of 4 rand. So the pattern that is represented there, we can say there is that constant difference. Identify the dependent and the independent variables. Our dependent variables, come on, we said it is always there, so it will be cost of making cell phone. And then our independent, it will be number of cell phones made. Derive a formula that represents the above relationship. Let's look at this relationship here. If we say 6 plus 10, if we want to move from 6 to 10, we then have to add 4. Or even if we say 10 Rand minus 6 Rand, we add a difference of 4 Rand. We get a difference of 4 Rand. But look at this. If we say 4 Rand times 2, it is not going to give us 10 Rand. So we can tell from this that on this relationship, there is that fixed amount of 2 Rand. even if you can check moving forward. So our formula will then be cost is equals to 2 rand plus, remember our difference is 4 rand, and this will be multiplied by N, which is the number of cell phone covers. Use the formula above to calculate the missing value A and B. Our formula A, it is cost, so it will be A is equals to 2 rand plus 4 rand multiply. Remember that value over there, it is 3. Therefore, we can say 2 plus 4 multiplied by 3. The value of A will then be 14 rand. Again, this time we are looking for B. We're going to use the same formula. So in this case, we have the cost, which is 26 rand. Then we say 26 rand is equals to 2 rand plus 4 rand. Our N is now represented by B, which is what we are looking for. Then we need to make B the subject of the formula. So we say 26 rand is equals to the 2 rand, we're going to transpose it. And when we transpose it, it's going to change its sign. It becomes a negative 2 rand, which is equals to 4 rand times B. It will give us 4 rand B. And then we need B alone. Therefore, we divide by the value that is sitting next to B and observe the rule that says what you do on the left-hand side, you also do on the right-hand side. I'm going to continue this side. So we say 26 rand minus 2 rand, it will give us 24 rand. And then we divide this by 4 rand. And then this side, these two are going to cancel one another. It will give us the value of B. 24 rand divided by 4. We can see that the value of B is then 6, which is the number of cell phone covers. And then if you want to represent, the question says, use the table above to draw the graph that represents the number of cell phone covers made and the cost involved. So remember, our graph will start at 6 rand. There are these small lines in between. And then we will then have to draw the graph. We will continue with this question and draw the graph after the break. I will see you then.